Hello and welcome to Mostly Minnesota Music Podcast Edition. I'm Ann Tracy. I'm here with my co-host,
Heather Baker.
Yes, and we are here with Loki's Folly. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. We're so excited. We're so excited because we interviewed you in the studio a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And you guys look different for a number of different reasons. I haven't aged a bit, but you girls might have, and I see you have another member. So can I just ask you guys to introduce yourselves and say hey?
Yeah. I'm Annie. I'm Oscar. And I'm Nissa.
Nice. And Oscar, you are a new addition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say it again. Maybe a little. A bit more new.
Yep. A bit more. Well, I remember you were in the studio before.
Yeah.
Yep. You weren't performing, but I think that both Heather and I thought, this looks like a math that's going to come up soon. So that's exciting. And you guys are working on a new album.
Yes.
Sisu. Am I saying that right? Sisu.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I love the idea of Sisu. Tell us about it. Tell us about just how it all come about, and are you all playing on it, and tell us all the stuff.
Yeah. So we started recording it before the pandemic, and actually it was all pretty much recorded all before the pandemic. Yeah, in like 2018 and 19. And during the pandemic, we've been working on doing some of the overdubs and getting to work on the mixing, which has been exciting, and we got to spend more time on that than maybe we would have normally. And we also got to add Oscar in. He learned the songs and got to record a few of them. And then we have bass for him on the whole album.
Very nice.
And
nice.
Yeah, and it is called Sisu, which is a Finnish word. It's the like inner strength that you're supposed to have to get through hard times, which we thought was appropriate.
It is, I just associate with stoicism. That
100%.
Did you have that picked out before, too, the name, before everything, or was this after?
We had tossed it around as a maybe before, but I think it really solidified itself after the pandemic experience happened. It seemed like the right way to go, and maybe something that everyone could relate to from our own personal background.
Whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and then Oscar, you inched your way in to be playing through the pandemic. Did you have your sights on that already, or staying home more was like, okay, this is happening?
Yeah. When he was, so he's always kind of wanted to play, and he's always kind of wanted to play the bass in the band, and he had started lessons when he was like 8. Yeah, when he was 8. 7. And or me, 8. I think it was 8. Yeah, and he had started lessons with the intention of joining the band, but he wasn't really. He was struggling with the. He was 8. He was 8.
I was just gonna say he was 8. I think that answers it.
Yeah, so he talked to our mom, and he was saying he doesn't feel like he really wants to be playing it now, but maybe when he's older. So he decided that when he's 9, he would be ready to pick it back up and start playing. That would be the matured age.
And here's a question I rarely ask of our guests. Would you mind sharing your age?
Yeah. I'm 20. I'm 10.
10.
15.
15. So Oscar, you started at 9, and ladies, when did you start playing?
I think I was either 9 or 10 as well. Very close to him. Yeah, which would have made me like 14 or 15. Yeah, that's probably about right.
I kind of remember from the last time that we spoke that your mom is a vocal teacher. Your mom, you come from a musical family. How did you guys all get so enmeshed in this?
Yeah, she worked in the theater when she was young. She did musical theater at a number of different theaters around town. So she's definitely always encouraged us to be creative, but we kind of came to the idea of playing instruments and making a band on our own with her help and guidance. And so we had started taking lessons individually. I had started taking guitar lessons, and Nissa had been taking drum lessons. And then one day we went to Ryan Smith, who, our teacher, and we were like, let's, maybe we could combine our lesson times together and start working on songs together to be able to form a band. And he was all over that idea. So we got.
And I'm just going to give you the opportunity for folks who are listening who might not even, I mean, most people know, but who tell us a little bit about Ryan.
Yeah, he's from Melismatics, Soul Asylum, Ryan and Pony. He's played with so many people.
Yeah.
And he's got his solo album and music coming out now too. So he's our teacher and
music teacher as well.
Our music teacher, and he helps us with like everything. He's pretty awesome.
Well, he has a good ear for music, because I think it seemed like really kind of the end of 2018. You opened for Soul Asylum at First Avenue.
Yep, and that was super, super amazing to get that opportunity.
It was, and I think that you and even before that, did you open with Grandma's Boyfriend on Halloween?
Yeah, and that was actually the night we were asked to play the Soul Asylum show, so that was very exciting. Yeah.
You're living the dream so young, which is amazing. I mean, which just means you have bigger dreams ahead of you.
Yeah, it's really so awesome.
I was going to say, to get the attention of that big of local artists around here, that they've been enmeshed in that many, and them to see that in you is a huge compliment. I'm wondering, you were saying you have a few people working on your new album with you?
Yeah, we have gotten to work with like a whole bunch of people throughout the entire making of the record. It's like we started when we first were recording with Ed Ackerson, which was like such a great experience. And then we did the rest of the recording with Kevin Bowe, who was really great to work with. We did that at IPR, and we had one day and we got like 8 songs done, so it was really exciting and I think really helpful to have him there to help us. And then we've gotten some really awesome people working on mixing during the pandemic. We've got John Fields, which is
nice,
exciting. And then also we just had Michael Bland and Jeremy Tapero offer to mix a few songs.
Wow.
Really exciting also. So a whole bunch of people asking to work with us. That was so awesome.
Sticking with us through the pandemic as well.
Yeah. It's just such it's just been such an honor to be able to.
Has being able to play and write and whatever during the pandemic, was that kind of your crutch to not go bonkers in the house and whatever? And
yeah, it's been really nice to have time. It's I guess to start off with, we're lucky that we all live together and are siblings, because we don't have to be split up during this time. So so we've been able to practice together really often, and it's bad that we don't have live shows, but it's been very helpful to get Oscar worked up so now he can play a full set before perhaps live shows come back. So it's been really nice to get to work together and have a family thing to do during the pandemic. Definitely.
I love that you say that it's great that your siblings had lived together during the pandemic, because I'm going to tell you right now, not every family would say that.
Yeah, luckily we mostly like each other.
Well, this last year and a half has been a test.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add before, we also have a guest performer, guest guitarist on the album. Dave Perner might be playing a solo on a song. So another
Wow.
exciting person we've gotten to work with.
No, I might get a little starstruck in some of these rooms. How do you guys, how do you prepare yourself for something like that?
Genuinely, I still am like panic crying, excited over all these things. I mean,
Sweating.
yeah, it's impossible to comprehend how awesome it's been. Yeah.
How does that come about? He's just walking around when you're hanging out with Ryan, and he's like, "Oh, I remember these girls, and now they got this cool hip guy standing behind them too. I could get behind this. I want to get in on this."
Yeah, these most of these have happened over the pandemic, so it had been Ryan and Dave talking about it, and he'd been asking if he could maybe play a song, and you can't really say no to a question like that. I mean, that's
Did you say
No, I would
take
feel like
a
you'd
step
get
back for
kicked
a
out of the
vote?
family. Oh, sorry.
definitely.
I was gonna say, I think you'd get kicked out of the family if you said no to that too.
We'd probably have to pitch someone outside in a tent, you know. they're not letting back in the house.
What's fantastic though is what a catalyst you are for bringing people together. I mean,
Yeah, it's been really exciting getting to work with all the people we've gotten to. Yeah.
well, and I had to say it's re-energizing for them.
Yeah, I hope so. It would be an honor if that would be something that they would feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about the music that's gonna on the new album? Will we hear Love Song? Will we hear The Little Mermaid? Tell
Yeah,
us.
those songs will both be on the record. And I realized when you said Little Mermaid, that song we actually got to record with our cousin, Russell Wiener, in our basement, actually. So we've got a whole collection of different places the songs are coming from. But yes, both of those singles will be on there. And then we're planning on releasing a few more singles with videos and all of that to lead up to the record release. And all of the songs were actually, well, because they were recorded before the pandemic, they're obviously all written before the pandemic too. So it'll be exciting to get those out there. And yeah, they should be.
I was gonna say, I enjoyed your cover of 99 Red Balloons.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
Yeah, we worked it up for Nissa's German project for school, so it was really exciting to get to work on that. I think it probably even plays into why Nissa might want to learn German. I don't know. I don't want to speak for her on that, but
It's one of the ones where ever since the first time I ever listened to it, I was like, I wish I knew all the words to that, but I don't. And then now I do.
How was the project received from school?
Very well.
incredibly well. That would probably
I got extra credit for it.
yeah, she did get extra credit.
So,
We got because
Well deserved.
yeah.
Tell us about the videos. Are they already done? Are you still making them, or what?
Yeah, so we have one that's almost done for our song No Right, which we videoed ourselves on iPhones and Google phones, yeah, on our phones around town. And then we have Janine Anderson she's editing it all together and adding a whole bunch of cool effects that I'm really, really excited to get to put out there. And then we've also got one that we recorded in the woods for our song Into the Darkness, and that one we recorded with Ryan Smith, and he's going to be editing that one together and putting it together. So that one is also in the works, and we have a few planned, but they aren't
Did, did you have the idea for the video, or did Ryan and
For the video for No Right, we had a basic concepts down that has to do with, vintage fashion and old styles and stuff like that, and a way to utilize it in video. And then we got to meet with Janine through Zoom, which was nice, and we got to talk about concepts and ideas and how to explore our original idea and expand it even further. So it got to be really collaborative, which was really exciting. And then the video we did with Ryan for Into the Darkness was like almost completely collaborative. We kind of thought it up together, and we kind of just thought it up.
We were there.
Like in the moment, it was kind of almost the same week.
Yeah.
We were like, we should have a video for this song. It would be cool to do it in the woods, and then we planned it and did it that weekend. So it was all very exciting.
I was going to say, I can't wait to see the vintage one, because I do clothes hoarder myself. Love the fact that you guys always are so put together, have a very thoughtful attire. So I'm very eager for that. And did you like kind of thinking that way for the videos and stuff, just to put in other aspects, since you are so creative that way too?
Oh yeah, totally. I think we like coming up with concepts and stories and everything for pretty much every outfit we do for anything, whether it's a show or a video, but it's always exciting to plan them out and do them for videos. And I think this one's one that I think we got to do that a whole bunch on, because we have multiple outfits. So it's definitely something we both enjoy a lot. We're losing a baby player.
Oh.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's like, you're talking clothes, I'm out of here.
Yeah. He does like helping to pick out the outfits, but yeah,
A little bit.
he doesn't enjoy talking about things as much. I think he's hitting the end of talking time. I think it's getting close to his bedtime even.
Gotcha. I was going to say, if you ever need backup people for your videos that want to dress up, Ann and I will put our names in the hat. We'll have to fight off Ryan or Dave Perner or Michael Bland, whoever, all these people. But I feel like, being a girl, we might have a few points there.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We'll have to make sure those ideas get in there for the next video.
I might have some of my old prom dresses. How's that? That might get me in on it.
That's awesome. We love looking for all the prom dresses. They're so much fun to go through it, like video and stuff.
That must be fun. And what a fun, I'm assuming a lot of this was done during the pandemic.
Yeah, pretty much all the video stuff that we have yet to release has been done during the pandemic. Yeah.
Well, that seems like it would be a welcome distraction.
Definitely. And it was actually, because people aren't going out as much, a lot of the places that we wanted to film at didn't really have any people at it, so we got to get some shots that maybe we wouldn't have before the pandemic.
Nice. I think that is a great use of it. It'll be, and I love when people have shots of different places in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We could make it.
Tell me you have so many haha falls. Tell me you have so many haha falls.
I think it was 250.
Oh, but we have some shots for some other stuff near Mini.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen you guys at the, online, although we probably have missed each other by hours, but that's.
Yeah, we do head over it. We live on 40th and Lake, so it's like not, it's like right away.
You have some merch that you have coming out too?
Yes, we do. We have new little line of fun stuff that we've gotten to work on during the pandemic since we've been home and been able to work on things. So here I can show you a little sneak peek. We've got
Oh my goodness.
little pencil cases.
Oh my goodness. That is awesome.
Yeah, with September coming up, maybe having a bit of a back to school theme. So it's pretty pretty fun to plan out and make all of these things.
Yeah. How did you come up with that image? Just that was all of you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, here I can get real close.
Yeah.
Me
Oh.
and Nissa and Oscar, and we were basing it off of the Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Okay, I was going to say that. I was going to say that, and then I'm like, they're too young. It's something else. It's something else.
Yeah, we all.
Yep, that was 100% the inspiration. It's such a great visual, and it also works very easily for printing and stamping and stuff. It prints well, so that works.
Okay, in my head right now, I just got a vision of during Halloween, like families dressing up as Loki's Folly.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it? I'd be like, here's my outfit. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's totally off topic, but it just was like, oh my God, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and we're so excited for Halloween, so it's right there in with our.
Yes.
Well, and then the start of school. How are you able to balance school and work and with band and?
Yeah, well, Nissa's school is Edvision's off campus, which is a project-based school.
Nice.
And it's also online, which meant that during the pandemic, it wasn't quite as much of a giant transition for me, which was nice. And since it's a project-based school, I'm able to work a lot of the stuff that we do into projects. So it's less balancing and more just having it all be one thing.
Yeah.
Which is really
what
nice.
can this count as credit for?
Clever.
You're smart. I didn't figure that out until graduate school. And I was like, what can I get paid to do for school? Good for you. Good for you. But presumably especially if you're making that part of your projects, do your contemporaries know you're in it? Like, how do they feel about you being in a band? Like, ooh.
I think a lot of them know, and a lot of them are very happy. It's a very artistic school, so there's a lot of people who are in bands at school. Actually, we're not even close to being the only one. But it's really, I think a lot of my classmates, they'll sometimes come to shows and stuff. They're really nice and supportive.
Oh.
Plus, you run the songwriting club, so she gets to share her expertise.
Now, tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's just a bunch of people who either enjoy songwriting or just enjoy music, and we'll get together and we'll try to write. We last year tried to write a song together over completely online, and it was a challenge, but it was really, really fun, and we had something that was actually tangible at the end, which was kind of cool, especially since the majority of us don't have professional things to record anything at home, so it was mostly just microphones on computers and doing it all digital, and it was really fun, and very glad that I was able to do that.
Well, I would even think just the blending of genre would be hard.
Yes. I think we ended up, it was a alternative rock country pop song. So that was definitely a challenge.
You might have to post that. Or you might have to send us the link if it's already posted. That would give us a glimpse of what to look for in the next few years.
And actually, I think more and more people are interweaving that yin yang of genres, but to put that many in there. You're like, we're a step ahead of you still here. Now you can just do the video to that. That would be interesting.
It will be a Western sci-fi rom-com. You know, we gotta get the same amount of genres in the video
Yeah.
as the song.
That'll be
What have you been writing? Have you been writing much, I guess, during this time too?
Yeah, we've been working on writing songs and learning how to make some home recordings, not really professional or finished or anyway, just to have, I guess it would be demos would be the right word for it, which has been exciting. So we can pass it back and forth easily with people we might want to get advice from. And it's been challenging, but in a really positive way, because, you know, there was a bit of a learning curve with using a lot of technology that I didn't have any experience with. Yeah, it was exciting, though, still to get to learn how to use it. So we've been working on a number of songs and working on different ideas and stuff. So, yeah, it's been fun to be a little collaborative.
because I imagine it's hard to you have a lot more patience than I have if you've been sitting on these songs for so long. That's got to be difficult.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's been circumstantial, but it's also nice to get a lot more build on them, because I think if we'd released them a year or two ago, we wouldn't have had the same amount of people who know who we are as we do now. So really, it's only gotten better, I think, in terms of how the release is going to go. And I think also, I think I've gone through the whole cycle of going from the I like this to I don't like this to I like this to I don't like this to now I'm just like, it's going to be good because it's been ready forever, so we'll enjoy it when it's out there.
You always know your own stuff too well.
Yeah.
But what you put out seems amazing. So I'm really looking forward, because you've got a single coming out soon.
Yes, hopefully soon. It all depends on how releases line up, and we would like to do a live show to go with it if that's possible, but it all depends on how the Delta variant stuff goes, and then also how things go with vaccinations, because Oscar being 10 can't actually get vaccinated yet. So we have to be able to incorporate that in. It should be available for him soon, though. They were saying sometime this fall. So
use that to encourage other people to get their vaccinations so they can see you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think people don't think about it, that is a real concern.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because I would hate for anything to happen to him starting so early and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I want to ask, do you have plans for this? How would you like this to go? But it is such a difficult time that it doesn't even feel like a fair question. But
yeah, we have tentative plans and plans that can shift, but we have things ready to be released and all that. So it'll be exciting whenever it gets to happen.
You're prepared. You're prepared for the time.
Yeah, and the more time we get, the more we have to prepare. So it all works out in the end, I think.
Which is fantastic. Well, I look forward to seeing some of the videos and hearing some of the music, and certainly hearing you guys live. I'm trying to think of the last time that I saw you. I mean, because you were best band in, was it 2019?
Yeah. Yes, that was.
I know that's not the last time I saw you, but that, where you try to remember, and now it seems like it was 10 years ago. Yeah.
I want to say, I want to say that was our.
Oh no, Big Turn.
Big Turn, yeah. I nearly said Midwest Music Festival, but Big Turn.
Yeah, we had Big Turn, and then that was our last couple local shows, and then we were on tour with Shellac, literally right up until.
I remember that. That must have been a little.
Yeah, it was really interesting because we started off the tour. I had only heard about it at school. One teacher was kind of nervous about it, but and it was because she had just been in the hospital with her kids and she'd heard something about it, and she was talking about going online. And at the time, it was like, we're probably not gonna. It'll be fine, we're not. That's not gonna happen. And so that was the week before we left on tour, and then we left, and it was interesting because we weren't really connected with anything on. We weren't really hearing the news because we were more getting from show to show.
Yeah.
But it was interesting day to day how things changed. Like the first day, they were like, "Oh, we sanitized everything just in case," and we were like, "Oh, I didn't know that was something. That's awesome. I didn't know that." And people are like, "Let's do elbows. Let's not do hands." And it's like, "Oh, okay, sure." And as we were going, it kind of started to get a little more obvious that something was happening, and a little more stressful with the staff at each show because jobs were seeming less likely to continue in a performance space. And then we got to the last show that we got to play, which is when we found out that our last day of tour at First Ave actually got canceled, or not canceled, but rescheduled. So we ended up driving home, and it was really jarring to come from all the different venues where we'd seen a lot of people, which we didn't know was bad quite yet. But we came home and it was pretty much everything was shutting down. Like we were like, we have to find a grocery store that's open because we didn't have any food at home because we'd been gone for the week. And it was pretty crazy.
It was like a gradual, it was crazy to see it from place to place and just everything, since we were so out and so like a part of everything, to see everything slowly shut down and slowly dwindle away. It was kind of strange.
Well, on one of the last or second to last days, we had gone into a mall to grab something and it was completely dead inside, and we were like, what's going on? Like, why is everything closed? And then we got home and then we caught up on everything, and it was just kind of crazy to have kind of everything all at once and then nothing all at once. But
What a unique perspective.
Yeah. But overall, all the people we got to meet in Shellac were amazing. They took such good care of us, and they made sure we were safe. They checked in with us pretty much every day to make sure we were feeling good, that we were comfortable, and it was just really nice to have such great people to take us under their wing on our first tour. So it was a good experience, even if it was also a strange one.
I was going to say, yeah, very memorable for your first one, even though it would be anyways. It's, double.
Definitely.
So looking very forward to the rescheduled show, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. It all depends on when everything can match up, and everybody's got to be able to be available for the same time. They have to have the dates available at First Ave, and it's just a lot to get organized, but it'll be exciting when it does.
Yeah.
Well, you tend to bring people together, like we said before, so I feel like you have the power and the talent to do it. So we just have to have the patience, right?
And we've all had a lesson in the last year and a half on you think it's gonna be blue and it's now yellow.
Yeah, definitely.
We're just gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot, and it sounds like you guys have pivoted so well. So we're just super looking forward to hearing the music, seeing you guys play.
Thank you.
Keep us on board. For folks who are listening, where can they find you online?
Yeah, we have all of the social medias. I think we've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I think we're either Loki's Folly or Loki's Folly Band on all of those. And then we have a website, which is lokisfolly.com, and we have our web store and everything on it. And then you can also stream all of our 2 singles that are out on pretty much all the streaming websites and on YouTube. Yeah, we have a YouTube.
You get the videos on YouTube. Yep.
Yep, and we've got all of our we've been doing some cover videos throughout the pandemic, so those are all up on there too, which is kind of fun.
Nice. A nice history of who's who. So that's kind of fun too. Can people get the new merch on the web store?
That will be coming out soon. It's a little sneak peek you got here. But
Oh, awesome.
we've got a few more things to pull together, and then it should be up hopefully soon with back to school coming up.
Awesome. Awesome. Ladies, thank you. Annie, Nissa, thank you. Thanks to Oscar.
Yes. You really enjoyed
He's with us in heart.
Yep.
That's fantastic. It's such a joy to talk to you always. And it just is, your music's amazing, but as both Heather and I have said, it's the ability to bring so many amazing people into the room. And you guys are kind of the catalyst for that. And that, thank you for being you and doing that and doing the music. So
thank you so much. That means so much.
Thanks. Good night, guys.
Tell your mom and dad hi too.
Yeah, tell mine.
They're waving from the other room.
Oh, tell them hi. Yeah.
Say hi back.
Okay.